Growing up as a little girl, I love planting things. So this is for the people who are saying, I wish I had a bigger space. You don't need space or even money.
Imagine having this in your living space. A dahlia?
Dahlia.
What's so special about that?
It's a beautiful flower. When you grow organically, you're not only saving yourself, but you're also saving the earthworms.
Have you ever tasted rabbit meat?
No, but I would love to just buy and eat. Hens, honestly, I don't vaccinate. I don't give them anything. Vianney sometimes comes with leaves when he goes for a walk with Sky. He's like, oh, this is good for the hens. Ginger is a volunteer. And the
What do you mean volunteer?
I didn't plant them, they volunteered.
Oh.
They grew by when the wind is blowing, it looks so nice.
Today we are diving deep into the world of backyard farming. Yes, you heard me right, and today I'm with an amazing person. She's going to share with us her expertise when it comes to backyard farming. You're welcome, Miss Sarah Peduni. Have I said that right?
You've added an I, but it's Sarah Pedun.
Pedun.
Yes.
Is that Ugandan name?
Yeah.
Okay, so to start off, share with us what was your initial inspiration behind this backyard farming?
So growing up as a little girl, I loved planting things. I don't really enjoy a big garden necessarily. It looks like too much work. So growing up, even in rental apartments, rental units, I would plant, be it fene, jackfruit, any seed I would plant. I don't mind how it will grow, but I would just plant. And my parents would just let me be. They'd be like, you're planting that, but it's not going to grow there. They'll have to cut it out. But I'm like, when I see it grown, I'm so happy. So that's where it started. And then grow, and then of course when I could plant in containers. Even when I was at campus, I had like some few buckets somewhere with, be it flowers. Yeah, I would plant. I've always planted. And when I got my space, it was like an empty canvas. So here, I just have mostly ornamental plants. This is a pomegranate. I don't want to attempt to say it in Luganda. Ornamental is decorative. Those plants that it's not edible, it's just for beauty. Yeah, so here I have a mixture of everything.
But this is edible.
Yes, that is edible. That is edible. This is a pomegranate, and this is star fruit. I think those are the only edible ones. I have this, you know, this is a popular plant here. In most homes it's there. This is croton. This is Mexican sunflower.
Not Ugandan.
No, it's Mexican. I have a very funny story about this plant. You see,
Happened?
So one time I was coming from town on a border, and we reached Nakawa. Like behind Nakawa, there were lots of them. And I told my border, can you walk me to those plants? And I picked one. And it's like, that is just a weed. Yeah. So we went and picked one dry one like this. And now I have lots of them.
They look beautiful.
Yeah. So this is a monstera, cactus, roses. This is a philodendron. Basically, these are just ornamental plants, most of them. A coleus. This is a common one. It's called coleus. Yeah. Yeah, so these are cherry tomatoes. These are lettuce, different types of lettuce. So these ones are the ones I got from Mr. and Mrs. Sonko. From USA, they sent me some seeds. So I have passion fruits, I have mint, I have Malabar spinach. I don't know. I didn't know about this. I bought it thinking it was a flower, but it is lovely. It's very tasty.
You've eaten before?
Yes. Wow. I bought it thinking it was a flower, and I saw it in somebody's garden. I love watching gardening videos.
It grows and
it is.
Up?
I'm going to show you one there. It's delicious. So you have to take this actually.
I will.
There.
Can I ask you something?
Yeah.
Do you care about the environment?
I do. I do. That's why I go organic, you know. When you grow organically, you're not only saving yourself, but you're also saving the earthworms, the other things, you know. You don't use it. Oh yeah, yes, I do. Whenever I have a party, of course I get the plastics. But you see, I reuse. Yes. Did you see my chandelier? I didn't talk about it. So I took my son for a football tournament, and they had these water bottles.
Yeah, they're all water bottles.
Yeah, so I took it, I brought it home, and made this chandelier. When the wind is blowing, it looks so nice. So this is the easiest plant to grow. This is Syngonium. Okay. And this is a spider. Okay. Yeah, this is a spider plant. I've seen this before. These all survive under neglect. You can see it's very dry. Yeah, but they're surviving, and the containers. Yeah, you have. So, and this is from the bucket of my of a detergent.
Wow. I'm getting to understand that actually most of these things it's about passion and your background.
Yeah.
So briefly, can you share with us some of the interesting plants that you're having or animals that you're having on this farm?
So here I planted cucumbers. I always plant cucumbers because my kids love them.
Cucumbers?
Yeah.
Okay.
They love. And then the different types of beans, I just like looking at them. And I have some flowers, edible flowers. I like everything here. I just can't pick one. It's like choosing one of your babies.
So anything you come across, you just plant?
Yeah, even things I don't know. Like you'll see some volunteers here, the things that have grown, that I don't know the name. I let it grow and I see if it's so big, I put in a bucket. I'm even planting a baobab. Do you know baobabs?
No, what's that?
It's a very big tree. I first saw it in Kenya when I went to Kenya.
Okay.
I ate a fruit, a boat packet. And then I ate the fruit and planted and they've sprouted. I have Malabar spinach, I have nasturtiums. This is the one you eat the pepper. You eat this and the flowers. Okay. The peppery, they're like a bit spicy. Yeah. Oh, yeah. And then I have carrots. I didn't know how they look. You can see the carrots have actually formed.
Here. They are coming up, guys.
Do you want to pull one? You can pull this one out.
Is it okay?
All right, let's see. Let's see if it's ready. I don't know if it's ready. Yeah. So we have carrots. We have flowers. So you may see a lot of weeds here. I kept some of them. I planted things here and did not know how they look like when they grow. Like some of the flowers that I received. Yeah, so I thought they're flowers, but this, Vianney told me a story about this, that it's a weed that they use in the village. The boys use for bathing to attract girls.
No way! So, but it has some kind of scent to it.
Yes, yes, smells good. So I just decided to leave it there. And of course my zinnias, they look amazing. They are beautiful. And then there is a bean here. This is a broad bean. This is not very common here.
It is, I've never seen
this one. It's a broad bean. It's not yet brought the pods. Yeah.
Is it edible?
Yeah, it is. Wow. Here I have this lovely flower that is just starting to bloom. Not much.
Isn't this dodo?
I knew you'd say that. No, it's not dodo. It is a very beautiful flower.
It has a nice color.
Yeah. So, and then these are flowers. Then I have leeks.
What's that?
These are leeks. It's the onion that you eat the stalk.
Ah.
Yes. And then more carrots. Wow. Basil.
I've just heard of them. I've never even seen them.
Skuma wiki.
That one I know.
And then I have cucumber here. Wow. And you can see, yes, it was very bush. I had to pluck out some leaves to let the bees access the flowers. This is a butternut squash. You can see one forming here. I don't know if it will survive. I don't see. Yes. Squash. I planted it knowing it's a butternut squash. So here we have
spinach?
No, it's called. Okay, in Uganda we call it spinach, but it's Swiss chard. Huh. This is not spinach; it's Swiss chard. Okay. But we always call them spinach. Yeah, yeah. Then I have my okra here, and this is a tomato. It's called.
This is how okra plant looks like.
Yeah, it's growing. But there are two types of. This is the finger one, the lady finger. Yeah. Then there's the other one which you eat the leaves. Yeah. Then I have my cherry tomato here.
These ones are ready?
Yeah.
I thought they're supposed to be red.
No, this one is a yellow one. It's I forget the name. It's pear something. Wow. Yeah. So
they look like decoration.
You could eat them when you can. This is how I start my seed. You know, when I go somewhere and I find a tomato like this, I ask if I can have. Okay. Then you just go and squeeze it, and from there you'll have.
So the seeds are mature enough to grow?
Yes. Yeah. Okay. Even the big tomatoes, you can do the same. And here I have a dahlia. I hope you come back when it is bloomed. It's very dahlia.
What What's so special
It's,
about that?
it's a beautiful flower. It's a beautiful flower. And this is a volunteer. This is amaranth. The ginger is a volunteer. And the coleus.
Volunteer.
Volunteer, I didn't plant them. They volunteered.
They grew by
Yeah, they're grouped by themselves. This is coleus. Beautiful. And this one looks like a flower.
Is it?
No, this is mustard greens. I've just finished harvesting and I've let them bolt. So I'm saving this for seeds. But they are delicious greens. This, no, it looks like carrots, but it's a flower. It's called Queen Anne's lace. The flower is like a lace. It's very beautiful. And in this garden, I've tucked in here thyme.
Okay. I've never seen it like
this.
The plant. I've never
It
seen
smells
the plant.
so good.
I know, right?
Yeah. And this is sweet corn.
And
It's not our typical sweet corn. You could actually eat it when it's raw. It's very nice. You just steam it for like a few minutes. Yeah, you don't have to boil it.
pineapple?
Yeah, from the shop bought one. I buy and then cut off the head and plant. It will take forever to give me a pineapple, but it's okay. This is coriander.
Coriander.
So these are broad beans.
Changes everything.
These ones I was brought to from some country. And this is the one I was telling you there, the mustard greens. They're just few. Otherwise,
It's time to master all those names.
but I think because I've been with them for so long, this is the nasturtiums.
What are they?
These are the sacrificial, you know, the one I was telling you.
So they are here to be fed on.
Yeah,
It's okay.
but you can eat the leaves, you can eat the flower. This one has not yet
can eat
bloomed.
them?
Yes. You see when you go to those hotels, those flowers they put.
These are the ones.
Yes.
Those cheap.
These are the ones you can use this as a wrap. Maybe when you're cooking something, you wrap and steam it.
They're the ones they use.
Yeah, but the flowers, different colors of flowers. This is different from this.
You have some animals in your backyard too?
Yeah, I have rabbits. I have rabbits that I've reduced on the number. I've shared a few with friends. I have chickens, a lot of chickens. I have pigeons. I had a guinea fowl. I had to give it out. It's
Why?
way too noisy. I love
like
birds.
the sound of it
Oh,
though.
okay.
It seems so wild. It makes you get lost in there.
Yes, but you can imagine that sound repeated like all the time. You're like, shh, but they are so loud. So I gave it out.
Okay.
It was also a gift. My sister had a boda guy who knows she loves birds. And he gave it to my sister, and my sister gave it to me. And after a few months, I found it very noisy. I gave it back to her.
That's interesting.
So here we have ducks, we have turkeys, we have chicken, pigeons.
What's your favorite?
Pigeons. I love looking at them. And look at this chicken. I don't know. I really wanted this type with those feathers.
But I think it's just a random, it's by nature, right?
Yes, but I didn't have that type. That's a type of, you know. So I really wanted it, and
why?
they brought for me.
Birds, eh?
Yeah, but I didn't intend to have white. I had two white, a cock and a female, a hen. But I don't lock them up all the time. I let them just move around. And then I have aloe vera in the garden. Once in a while I give them. They say it's good for them.
Yeah, it is.
And then the pawpaw leaves, I break and bring for them. And then kitchen scraps on top of their, like whatever we have from the kitchen, I just bring here. You know, I only have local ones, and these are all local. So somehow it's easier to maintain them. The hens, honestly, I don't vaccinate. I don't give them anything. Vianney sometimes comes with leaves when he goes for a walk with Sky. It's like, oh, this is good for the hens. We give aloe vera and ash. They said ash also. Sometimes we mix in water. And then charcoal dust. Yeah. We just pour them there. And then they scratch around. I think that helps. But vaccinating, no.
How old are these ones?
I don't know.
Do you eat them?
No.
You never
Like I
tasted
said, I
them?
just get attached to them. I feel like
Have you
even
ever tasted rabbit meat?
no. But I would love to just buy and eat.
What does it take like to have them at home?
Just something. See this one. It's just so simple. Just look at this whole structure, really. And then, of course, we give them the pellets, the maize bran, and then the leaves.
You mix it with just maize bran.
No, not maize bran, the mixed one. Sometimes pallets, but they love the leaves, the matoke leaves. They're not very demanding.
They are not.
Not at all. I have friends, when they come over with their kids, they love to play with rabbits.
Okay.
And rabbits do multiply a lot. Sometimes I have way more than I can keep. So I give them out to those little kids.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
Maybe mentioning that, you've mentioned that you do that with your kids. Tell us the importance of having a backyard farm or backyard garden in the home. What are some of the benefits of having a backyard farm in your
Having
compound?
a backyard farm, I know where, my kids know where their food is coming from.
Okay.
You see, kids these days think you only get food from the market, supermarkets, but my kids know, they see and they know. And my little one, when they were being taught about plants, she had an idea.
A lot of knowledge.
Yeah,
Okay.
and then when she comes back, she's like, Mommy, they have to be watered, they're dry. You know, she can help me water.
Wow.
She planted her bean. Unfortunately, it didn't make it, it dried. But because she overwatered it, she smothered. She would look at it every day and water. So her bean died.
Okay.
Yeah, but we're planting others. And then I'll show you the garden over there. That is Namugongo Shrine. So this is the kids' garden. This is Namugongo Shrine. That is not doing so well right now. Actually, if these plants are not like this, you could see Namugongo. You could see the shrine.
That's why.
Yes.
Why they got the impression.
Yes. So they're like, this is Namugongo. And I have this bean, not doing so well. Have you ever seen it?
No, of
Yeah,
course
a friend of mine gave me. It's some people call it snake beans, but it's a string bean. It grows like a string, very long. Now I have harvested a lot from here. You cook them as green beans, as French beans, but they get long like your arm. The kids know where the food is, and here I grow food organically. I don't spray any pesticides. Yeah, this tomato of mine, you're going to see, they're not the best looking, but I'm not eating chemicals. I'm not feeding chemicals to the kids, to my family.
Okay. With the pests and diseases, you don't encounter any?
Oh my God, I do. You know, so I use a spray, maybe dish soap, oil, and baking powder. No, bicarbonate soda.
It's the same.
Yes. So I spray with that, but mostly dish soap and just water.
Really?
Yeah, I use it for like maybe washing off. Sometimes I literally just go and when I'm watering, I splash a lot of water on the affected plant. Or I take off the plant or the leaf.
How do you manage your time? There is chores, there's children, there is... how do you manage your time between looking after this garden and then and other things?
So my kids are school-going age.
Okay.
So when I drop them to school, I come back and start my work. If there's something I need to do, maybe cook, do this. I also prep my food ahead of time.
Okay.
So it's not like I'm cooking every day or doing this. And when my husband is around, I do nothing. He takes over. That is his
How
time.
is that possible?
Oh yeah, he cooks, he takes care of the kids, they do other things. So that time that he's around, I have the whole time to myself to do what I want to do.
Okay.
But also, if he's not around, I drop the kids to school, come back, do what, you know, chores don't really take time. If you plan, they take a lot of time, but if you plan it well, you know, you don't need the whole day to clean the house and cook. So when I do that, I finish, I know, I enjoy being in the garden. So to enjoy the garden, I finish my work very fast and then come and take my time in the garden. I also have Vianney, I think you saw.
Yeah, I've
We're
seen.
always doing things together.
Together,
Yes.
okay.
So he helps me a lot. Yeah.
Amazing.
This is pumpkin and it's growing on the wall because have you eaten pumpkin leaves before? Yeah. I'm planting it mostly for the leaves, so it's easy to harvest and clean. So if I get a pumpkin, that's also okay. This is, yes, in English it's a ground berry, a ground, yeah, a gooseberry or ground berry, both, because it falls on the ground and you pick. So, yeah.
So what are some of the challenges that you face when you're doing your home gardening?
The major thing is like watering when it's dry season. Like right now, you see.
Yeah, some are withering.
Yes, you have to water. Sometimes watering in the morning is not enough, so you have to water morning, evening.
Afternoon.
Yeah.
Oh, morning, evening.
You have to water.
Afternoon.
No, afternoon is too hot. You'll just like it will scorch out the plant. So I have to water twice, and my boy gets days off. So when he's off, oh, it's hectic in the garden. And sometimes when I'm not around, maybe I've gone somewhere, I might come back and a few things have died because he's either overwatered or underwatered or not pruned. So there are always some challenges. And sometimes I come up with an idea and I think it's a very good idea. And when I do it, it's not as good as it was in my head. For example, the strawberry patch.
So what went wrong?
The cutting. You see, this one.
You did your
this
own
one,
cutting?
Yeah. You hit the knife and then you cut. Okay, I got help from Joseph, the boy who was here, but I have to cut one and show him what to do. Okay. Yeah. So we have harvested some strawberries from here. I tried planting rosemary. It's not doing so well, but we'll try again. Really? See, like this one is doing well. So this is how you plant your strawberry. This is another plant. You could just cut this and then you plant this. And it's another plant. It looks good, but it's not very realistic. When you water, everything just scatters out. I'm going to have that changed. I'm going to change that.
Okay.
Yeah.
But they are coming out.
Yeah, but
maybe you give it a chance, you just create another one.
Maybe. But yeah, that was avoidable. But like for the heat, the hot weather, and then the pests, the times you get so frustrated. You plant something, like in this garden, I planted a spinach, and I planted like today evening, I transplanted it. The next day it was all eaten by slugs, snails.
Yeah.
I planted the next time, I'm like, okay, let me put cabbage. All eaten, and I'm like, oh my God. So I told Vianney, I'm like, please, at night, come and check in this garden. What is eating? There were so many.
Oh no.
There were so many. So he had to pick them. Like at night before he goes to bed, yeah, he would come. I was frustrated, and it breaks my heart seeing my plants just die, you know, or being eaten. So like those are the things. When you're doing organic farming, it's really hard. Sometimes you'll have to do, most times to fight snails, you have to hand pick them. Otherwise, you'll spray the garden and kill everything. You're going to kill the earthworms, and then your soil will just be dead. Yeah.
But I heard there are some other plants that can help repair, put off those other...
Yes, but for snails, it's really hard. I have a plant there. It's called nasturtiums. You eat every part. You eat the leaf, you eat the flower, and you eat the seeds also.
Okay.
It is like a sacrificial plant. It's the Jesus of the plants. When you plant it like that, all the pests that would have attacked the plants, it is attracted to it. So most times they will just go to that plant instead of
attacking others.
Yes.
Wow.
And also companion planting. And if you see in the beds, I don't plant one thing. I plant different things.
You mix them together.
Yes. So if something can attack, let's say the beans or maize, it will not attack the beans. It will not attack the spinach.
Okay.
So if it eats this, at least I have the other one surviving. Yeah.
Okay, that's interesting. You mentioned that you got this passion from way back when you were young.
Yes.
How are you involving your children in this process? Because I believe they would love to enjoy as much as you are.
Yes, they love gardening. They love watching over my plants. It's until they're playing football that
they forget.
And the ball just goes everywhere.
Oh, no.
That's why I left the other side. There's not so much going on the other side. That is their football part, and this is my garden. But they pick when the fruits are ready, they pick. When they see a problem, they will tell me. Even when they see the beautiful butterflies, they'll be like, Mommy, come and see, there's a butterfly.
It's flying over.
Or when a flower has popped up, they are so excited to show me. So they love it. In my house, I also have a few plants. So when a visitor visits, maybe with a kid, and he's trying to pluck out the leaves and what, they're like, no, don't do that. Like they tell the visitors and
Oh, that's interesting.
They are so nice.
Are they? I love them. But before they could just grow like along the road when you're walking?
Yeah, nowadays you don't see them. Oh, we grew up at a right time.
They're here.
So here we have guava. This is a tree tomato. I have a better one the other side. I think if you see it, you may know it. It tastes like a tomato, like a passion fruit. Yeah.
I'm having an idea. But
Tree
not sure.
tomato. My ornamental plants, goose mulberry. This one. And then lots of strawberries in the containers.
It looks like it's your favorite fruit.
The strawberries, the kids love them.
Okay.
I also love them.
Amazing. Your banana is there.
Yeah, you can see I have lots of matoke. And this cassava is actually ready for harvest.
Harvesting.
This is lavender.
Lavender. How
Smells
hard
so
is
good.
it to grow it?
It's not at all. What I do, I just
Sure.
break this and plant, just like rosemary. But some people say they always die. I don't know, but that is how
Maybe.
easily I plant.
Now
I
you
just
have-
yeah, I do, but I just literally break.
And you just plant.
Yes. And this side you can see this mulberry in the container. There are so many fruits on them.
It could grow into a bigger tree, right?
It could. You see, like that one.
Oh yeah.
But a
yeah,
proper
yeah.
big tree. But I just like to
I've
keep
seen-
them short.
I've seen a bigger one.
Yeah.
Can you share some memorable or rewarding experience you've had?
Oh, when I started my backyard farm, I was just doing it as my hobby. And then I thought, oh, maybe I should start YouTube.
Okay.
And I told some friends of mine, they were like, yeah. And there's this one particular friend who mattered a lot, whose opinion mattered a lot. And I told her, I'm like, you know what? I'm really thinking of starting a YouTube channel about and showcase my gardening. And she's like, don't even bother. It won't work. It's for celebrities.
Oh my
YouTube in
God.
Uganda is for celebrities.
No way.
And actually, YouTube is quite hard, like
It
here.
is,
Yeah.
it is,
But
yeah.
that is the most rewarding bit, like showcasing my garden on YouTube.
Daily.
Yes.
Wow.
I have amazing friends. You know, I've met you from
Yeah,
YouTube.
of course.
Yeah, so it's an amazing experience, you know, sharing it with everybody. The lovely comments I get. And of recent, someone from the US, Mr. Sonko, Mr. and Mrs. They sent me seeds. So they sent me seeds, they sent me organic pesticides, you know.
Wow.
And these are people I've never met. Just because of
strangers.
my garden.
Oh,
And
that's
yeah,
amazing.
and also I get some little money from YouTube, but that
Okay.
is just from
Tell
showcasing my
them, guys.
garden.
That's quite memorable. It's
Yeah.
quite an experience.
Yes.
Okay, so of course I'm here. I'm literally want to grab your mind and find out how do I do this, because literally I'm interested, and I know so many women there are also going to be interested in this kind of work you're doing here or hobby you're doing here. So what are some of the tips I should be following, or you can share with me if I want to start up something as beautiful as this?
So when I share my garden on YouTube, some people are like, I wish I had your space, you know. I wish I had a space like you. I would do
Space,
this.
yeah.
You don't need space or even money. Just look at this cavera. Coriander is growing. This is a flower. And a bean, which is not doing so well. But look at the mint. It's so happy.
It's so healthy. It's flourishing.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
And I planted this sweet potato, not because I wanted to give me sweet
That's sweet
potatoes.
potato.
Yeah, it's the purple one. The purple fresh, soft one. And lots of, oh, this is the mint I was telling you about. So if you don't have space, you can just plant like this.
Look
Yeah.
at this, guys. Look at that. Look at that.
In one container, you know.
beautiful. And you harvest your cabbage. How long
Yes.
does that take? To
I'm not sure, I think 3 months. I'm not sure. But this is not yet 3 months.
You mentioned this is not spinach.
Yeah, this is Swiss chard. This is
Swiss-
spinach. This is a spinach.
Okay.
They're quite different, but if you call them Swiss chard, they might not know them. So you just stick to spinach. Yeah.
Spinach. They make very good salad. Right?
Yeah.
And look
But
at
this
your
is the
tomatoes.
baby spinach. Oh yeah, these are cherry tomatoes. I just take them not so long ago.
So do they have? I've seen like they have to have somewhere where they could
The-
grow like.
Yes. Oh, but if you leave them, this is because I don't have enough space. But if you have space and you only want tomatoes, you put them and they will take over the place. But when I have like this, I can even plant. No, like this is a carrot growing under.
In the sacks.
Yes.
Oh, Guys, save the environment. These are the Malabar.
This is Malabar spinach here.
This is how it grows.
It's going to grow very tall. You just pluck the leaves and you cook. This is, actually, yeah. When it's like this, this is still soft. So you take the whole part and you can cut this. So the old ones, you just take the leaves.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
These are 2 plants. But when it's still young, you keep pinching so it forms more branches. So it is bushy.
If you don't pinch it,
it will look like this, just leggy, and just go.
I see.
Yes.
Those are wonderful tips, guys. I hope you're listening.
So
another wonderful tip, especially when it gets to the practical work, the
Yeah.
soil, where do I get the plants from and all that.
So the soil, you can just dig up soil from anywhere. Like in Uganda, you can get soil. You know, just dig up soil from anywhere. You don't have to, like things will grow in that soil, you know. And then maybe with time, if you can, add some compost. But start with any soil, you know. Something, at least a bean will grow. Start with beans, they will grow.
A vegetable will grow, dodo
Yes,
will grow.
dodo will grow. So don't mind about the soil so much, you know. Just get your soil and start from there.
Okay.
And then you can amend it as you're going, you know. Keep adding chicken manure or wood chips or something.
Oh, is that the reason why you're keeping those birds there?
Yes.
Okay.
That's also part of the other reason, because I just get my manure from there and add.
Okay.
Yes.
That's amazing. That's quite interesting.
These are the baobabs, the big trees. I think he's going to show you the baobab tree. These ones, I ate a snack. It's called mabuya, and I planted the seeds.
Mabuya, the ones.
Yes.
Yeah, we used to enjoy them when we were young.
Exactly. So that's what I ate and planted.
Okay.
So they've sprouted. Look at this. This is African sweet basil, omujaja. But this is the purple one.
Guys.
This is the purple one, not the green one.
So I can use it for tea?
Yes. Yes. But you see how the bees,
I love it. That's
So-
why I said you should be growing bees as well.
this helps in the garden. So I plant, I have them in different places and I keep trimming. This is about to go down. When the other ones flower, I'll trim this one so the bees can go to the other one. This is also a coleus. May not be as beautiful as the sister there. It's the same plant as this one.
No way.
Yeah. But the butterflies really love this.
Because it looks beautiful.
Yeah. They look so dry. I told you, no rain and watering all the time. Sometimes it's hard.
Nice.
But I failed to maintain this one. Like
You love
down.
lavender, but lavender survives in this kind of
in
plants,
neglect.
eh?
Even when you don't overwater.
Has this backyard farming influenced your lifestyle in any way?
Yes, you know. I enjoy being at home.
No way.
I enjoy being at home. I like sometimes I'm invited for something, and okay, like maybe just a lunch, and I'm like, okay, I have a lot of things to do in the garden. I might say no to the lunch. And just,
You have an excuse here.
Yes.
Oh, I'm getting
maybe that is a wrong thing, but I love staying in my garden. So I planted this. I used to buy this, like anyone coming from that side of Mitiana, Mubende, I tell them, bring for me this passion fruit. And one time I'm like, but I can plant it. I thought
and it grew. I thought this is a wild plant.
I planted it and it grew. All this I planted.
I mean, the plants just have it.
And on these ones are not so old. They look so old. This is angel trumpet. These are just ornamental plants. But trust me, I took a cutting when I went to where? I took a cutting. I brought it in my bag. I went for a holiday somewhere, and I put a cutting like this, 2 cuttings from 2 different colors, and I came and planted. So these are all from a simple plant. Yeah. So thank you so much for coming. Thank you for showcasing.
Thank you for having me. You made me feel home.
So guys, I hope you've learned something. It doesn't really take much to grow or keep birds. You've seen how my place is simply. You can provide things for yourself. You don't have to buy. You can, like the sacks and so on. You can plant something in a container. I hope you're inspired to start at least farming or gardening or planting a plant or 2.
And the most important tip, just to add on what she said, be creative. Women were created to be creative, and be as creative as you can with your space. I'm truly inspired, and I feel like sometimes like just being with her, I feel like I'm too lazy, and that's how she has made me feel. But all the same, on the lighter side, I feel so inspired. Check out Sarah's YouTube channel for more exhaustive details about each aspect she's working on. How she looks after the pigeons, the turkeys, the ducks, and how she looks after every plant. So her YouTube channel
is Sarah Pedun.
I'm scared of
pronouncing. You did well.
Yes. So check out Sarah Peduni on YouTube and kindly subscribe and support her. I don't have to tell you to subscribe because you meet amazing content there, and you'll be inspired to click that like button, that subscribe button. Well, have a beautiful evening from Sarah Peduni's backyard. We love you.